For the last 6 months, I've really been enjoying using wireless mic kits, and now I'm fortunate enough to have received the Joby Wavo Air. And full disclosure, this is courtesy of Bleep PR, so big thank you to them for sending this out. This is honestly one of the most complete kits I've ever had. You get the receiver along with 2 microphone transmitters. So this is pretty perfect for, say, a mobile interview setup. You also get 2 lavalier mics to connect to the transmitters if you want them to be out of the way. Let's be honest, they do stand out a little bit. There's multiple USB-A to USB-C cables, 1 for each unit in fact, and you've got your little furry muffs here to help filter out that wind noise, which you're definitely going to need if you're outside in the British weather. We've got a TRS to TRS cable. We've also got a TRS to TRRS cable, the latter of which is what you'll need to make this work with a phone. Included as well are a range of clips, including a hot shoe attachment that doesn't really work that well, kind of an oversight, just sort of slides out really easily. Not quite sure why it's designed that way. And that's sitting inside a Joby phone mount as well, so not sure why that's like that, but it is a minor thing. Otherwise, it's a full kit that is going to do you very nicely whatever you're doing. It is worth noting as well that on the box it says compatible with phones and cameras, but it's still going to come down to whether your phone or camera has the ability to use a microphone. So check that first before you buy. And just as an example, my Galaxy S23 Ultra, which I was intending to record this video with initially, does not support this at all. I've got a USB-C adapter to plug in the TRS cable. It still doesn't want to work, so yeah. Okay, so we're recording now with the Joby Wavo Air, all hooked up to the GorillaPod, as I can show you in the video here. And we've got it hooked up to the Sony Xperia 1 Mark IV. So this is a really good use of this microphone. Use it as a really cool mobile recording setup. I mean, I could probably do with a better place to put it on my t-shirt than this because it looks kind of silly, but it works. And as you can see, picks up the audio really nicely. And is much better than using the onboard microphones. Setup is quite simple, as the units are seemingly already paired. There is a little pin required pairing button if for whatever reason you need to replace a unit, but otherwise there's nothing really to worry about there. And I've actually been using the Wavo Air, as you might have noticed, for this entire recording so far. So let's switch it up. And now we're on to what is probably the most popular wireless mic system out there, and that's the Rode Wireless Go. This is not the latest version, but it's still very good, and it's still a very good comparison to the Joby. It connects in exactly the same way to the phone. This is exactly how it sounds. And then last up we have the Synco P1, which is a straight up USB-C option. There's also options for Lightning as well if you're using an iPhone. But obviously this works a little bit differently. You just plug it in, turn it on, it connects. Works fairly well. It's very compact. It's a much more compact system. It's also cheaper. But then, does the sound quality, does it match up to the other wireless mic systems that you've heard? And to finish off the video, I'm using the audio from the phone. Xperias are pretty good on audio. I imagine it doesn't sound as good now as the mic kit. You might be picking up more of the ambient noise. It's not going to be as nice quality. So that just shows you what a wireless mic kit can do for your audio, especially if you're out vlogging, if you're wanting to record certain things. It can work really well. And in terms of the Joby, the Wavo Air, a very nice kit, very well rounded, everything included, which you don't get with many kits out there. And you'll just have to decide whether that sound quality is good enough for what you need. The design is probably the main downside for me. I think it stands out a little bit too much, and they are a little bit bigger than some of the other units out there. So hopefully in future, Joby can sort of shrink that down, maybe make it all black. I know it's more the signature Joby color scheme with the red and the black. It's the same with everything else. Even when you look at something like the tripods that they use, obviously it's got a little red ring around there, but overall, it's actually really, really nice looking. And I kind of hope they can do something similar with the microphone kits. Have less red on there, make it more black. Even if you have a little streak of red, fine. But just make it a little bit more understated, a little bit more, so it blends in a bit better. But of course, you do have, in the box, the lavalier mics, and you can use those if you want those transmitters to be out of the way. Let me know down below what you thought of the sound from each of the kits, whether you think the Joby is a good package worth buying. And also, do you use a wireless mic kit yourself already, or are you looking at getting one for the first time? Of course, if you want to purchase one, you can do so through my Amazon affiliate link down below. And same for the other mics in the video as well. Once again, a big thanks to Bleep PR for hooking me up with this fantastic kit. And I will see you in the next one, folks. Stay grounded.